it's my life, it's my life, my life. It's my life, it's my life.
All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to week 150 of Behind the Bench. It's officially, we're past 150 episodes, but we are in to week 50 ever since we changed up the names of the episodes and structure of them for a little bit. But we are on week 150. The boys coming off a heater of a week last week, like a heater of a week last week. And we're just going to keep riding that wave, boys. The sun is shining. Weather's getting warm. You know, Cedar Green may be open like in a week. Like
Tomorrow.
it is looking very promising. Very excited to get going. This is where the itch starts for the boys. But again, you can find Behind the Bench podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We are also on YouTube now. Full episodes are on YouTube. You can find us all at Behind the Bench podcast and on Instagram, Twitter at BTB podcast _ and TikTok at Behind the Bench. We got Mace, we got Tommy, we have no Roberto today, but we got three over four, so not too bad. We're swinging at 75%. So Mason Monet Savage, how you doing, buddy?
Great. It's March break, and I got a new pickleball racket. Paddle.
No.
What's it called? What's the right lingo?
It's a Vatic Pro. It's like sandpaper.
Yeah, but what'd you say, racket or
Oh, paddle. I'd call it a paddle.
paddle, I think, eh?
When's the Savage Dome opening, Mace? The Jordan Dome.
Oh, well, if the golf courses are opening soon, that means the lakes are going to be thawed out soon. That means the boats are in. That means the pickleball court will open. I would say before the golf course is open. I bet you we're playing pickleball before the Idwald's open. And I think the Idwald's going to open. I'm targeting April 20th.
Okay, so I wanted to ask starting dates. What
So
do you
that's a
think?
month and a bit away. I'll agree to
What do you
that.
think, Tom?
I'll agree to that. I guess this is part of my intro, Chim. Really appreciate you battling right now. I know you've been under the weather, first of all. I have to say it. You've said it to me. Did you take your vitamins lately? I mean, I don't think you did. This is a perfect tee up. It's a perfect tee up. Second, I was at the Ottawa today. My new irons came in. Not my full set, but my irons are in. Boys, they're crisp. Looking fine, but that's not what everyone wants to hear. The Ottawa green, Chim, Mace, I'm telling you, it was really hard not to take these irons, grab a ball, and go out there on hole one. April 20th, around that range, I'd give it a month from this episode.
I'll go 27. I'll go 27th. I don't think they'll do 2 weeks before their usual normal starting date, which is first weekend of May.
Driving range within the next 3 weeks, though. Like we might be playing.
I think they open it all at once, or no? Or like
Yeah, they're gonna open it
any
all at
driving
once.
range.
Any other driving range, like in the north.
Well, Cedar is going to be open legit like in a week.
Yeah. You know what? It's exciting though. It was 15, 16 degrees today. You can call it golf season. You can call it patio season. Everyone is just in such a better mood. Like it's ridiculous. It's the best. It's the best time of year. And NHL playoffs are coming up. We're to have great content with the Leafs first round watch parties. That's all that jazz is coming up again. So I am licking my chops, boys. I can't wait. And it's obviously good to talk to you guys. We had a great weekend. We'll get into all that jazz. I'm saying jazz twice now. But anyways, Jim, how are you doing, buddy? I know you've had a sluggish week.
I got the Tommy flu. Right after the weekend. I am paying for it. I guess it's good that is happening during March break, but I did want to do some stuff, but I guess it's time to recharge here for the week, and then we're hopping back into placement. Mace, you'll be proud of me. So I don't really watch a lot of TV or movies when I'm
healthy,
when I'm kicking, when I'm healthy. But
yeah,
I got nothing to do.
What have you been watching, dude? What have you been watching?
I started Entourage. Mace. I can't stop watching it.
Crave,
It's so good.
right?
No, I think it's on HBO.
Crave.
Did you buy
Crave?
it?
Yeah, there we go. Crave.
Did you buy Crave?
No, Tom, we got the Apollo.
Okay, all right.
Apollo TV.
Under the radar stuff. Yeah, attaboy Woodchuck. Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
but HBO, yeah.
Good for you,
It's
dude.
great, Mace. It's great. I get what you're talking
Phenomenal.
about.
And it's perfect length of an episode.
Yes,
30? What is it?
30 done.
30 flat.
That's
Done.
awesome.
And there's
2 an hour.
special guests every episode, Tom.
Yes,
Would I like it? You two
Tom,
both know me.
you would love it. Tom, you would love it. It is. Yeah, they got some heavy hitters.
Oh, yeah. Well,
on the
Mark
show.
Wahlberg produces it.
Right. That's what
I don't know what you meant by heavy hitters there, but I'm happy you went that way. Mace, nice.
heavy hitters, like big celebrities.
Yeah, like Tom
Okay.
Brady has an episode.
Yeah.
My mind was going elsewhere. Mace, nice
Peak
haircut.
Eminem.
Nice
Thank
haircut,
you.
Mace. You're
Thank
looking
you.
great, buddy. And I'll have to tune in. Entourage. All right. I'll add it to the list.
Yeah. No,
Those.
it was very good.
I was going to ask what you've been doing, but I mean, Entourage,
Nothing.
Guitar Hero.
Not even guitar.
You don't even answer your phone anymore. I've been trying to text you how you've been feeling. Nothing. You don't care about
don't
me
even-
anymore.
I don't even look at my phone right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
buddy. I could tell you're battling. We'll keep this one short for you, Al.
Yeah. But boys, we had a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, we did.
We had the Wolves Friday, which was awesome. And then Saturday, shout out Andrew Zulich, and SWSC. We got a box
Mhm.
for the Sudbury 5. Well, not the Sudbury 5, the BSL Basketball Super League All-Star Game and Skills competition. That was phenomenal. We had a night, and it was awesome to see. So great weekend for the boys. And let's keep it rolling here into our Tristan Ritchie at Lake City Realty Performers of the Week. Are you ready to make your real estate dreams come true in Sudbury? Look no further than Tristan Ritchie at Lake City Realty. Tristan is your dedicated, knowledgeable, and passionate real estate expert, ready to guide you through every step of your property journey. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading to your dream house, or selling a property, Tristan Ritchie has the experience and expertise to make it happen. With a deep understanding of the Sudbury market, Tristan will help you find that perfect property that suits your needs and budget. Trust his local insight and dedication to ensuring you get the best deal possible. But it's not just about buying and selling, it's about creating a seamless and enjoyable real estate experience. Tristan prides himself on being a true partner on your journey. He listens to your goals and works tirelessly to make them a reality. So, if you're ready to embark on a real estate adventure in Sudbury, reach out to Tristan Ritchie at Lake City Realty. Your dream home is just a phone call away. Contact him today at 705-920-6109. You can find him everywhere on socials at Real Ritchie. And let's make your real estate dreams come true. What do the boys have for performers?
I'll start, Chim. You're killing me right now, buddy. You are dialed. I know you're sick, battling. That was a great ad read. My performer, you mentioned it just previously. We're at the All-Star game this weekend and the skills comp, the BSL skills comp. I'm giving it to my boy Brandon Belotti. Okay, 130K followers on Instagram. You guys got me going because he was kind of roaming around the courts after the dunk comp to go down and meet him. So I went with Matty Masson, the nicest guy. Like, I think I dabbed him up about 5-6 times. Matty did it about 20. We told him about the pod. He was loving it. Followed the pod back. Got a nice picture with him. I posted it on socials. But yeah, he won the dunk comp. The sickest dunk, Jim. Like, he might have competed. This is some high praise right now. With the NBA guys. Like, the last dunk for him to win it in the finals over 4 people was like, got us off our seats.
No, he
pretty
had some
quick.
legit dunk. He posted a video of
With Killigan too, right?
Yeah.
So he's my
Oh,
performer,
legit.
man. It was cool to meet him, and like he was asking about the show and stuff. Like, nice guy. Obviously, he plays in the league, but yeah, he loved what we do for the North, and obviously, I told him thanks for coming to Sudbury. He's like, I love it here. So it was
Maybe
pretty
the
cool.
5 will sign him. You never know.
Never know.
Okay, mine is gonna go to the volleyball court here. Shout out to the Horizon Senior Girls Volleyball team. They were finalists at OFSA. So big congrats to them. That is no joke. No matter if you lose in the finals, just to make it to the finals is huge. So big congrats to them, showing up on the provincial level. So big congrats to them. Mace, what do you got?
My performer of the week is going to an employee at the Sudbury Arena. Ryan Guthrie, he operates the spotlight. So when the Wolves score, place goes black. He's running the light.
Okay.
Nine
We saw-
times he had to turn it on.
Yeah, I was
Friday
gonna
or
say we
Saturday
saw that
or
a lot Friday.
Nine times. That's the third time at home the Wolves have scored 9 goals. One time they scored 10. So
They-
for him this season, I think this is one of the highest scoring seasons for the Wolves. They're a lock to score 7 goals a game. Any
know
given
what?
Friday. Any
I
given
agree.
Friday. Wednesday's not so much. Fridays.
You know what I think our Mssd It segment should be? What the Wolves' record is with us in the building. Like, I think it's like up there. Like, we should have been keeping track all year. Obviously, it is the year where they're really, really good. I think we're 10, 15 games above 500 when we're in the building, for sure. In my opinion. Like, when I'm there, I don't think they lose. But
Last year we had some losses though.
yeah. I'm saying this year.
This year I think I've probably only saw 3 losses
Yeah.
max. I haven't been to as many as you guys though.
A lot of talk, so like you
Actually,
said. Mace.
Tom and
A
I
lot of-
went to a lot more before Chim came back.
Yeah, now that Jim's home, we don't want to go as much anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, boys. Well,
Yeah,
let's
let's go.
let's get it going into our Wolves OHL recap. Obviously, the biggest news coming out is Evan Connian and Nathan Villeneuve's suspensions were reduced. They appealed it and won. So Villeneuve will be good to go. Game 1 of playoffs, and Connian is good to come back March 22nd.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Here's my thoughts.
Villeneuve. It's suspended until the playoffs. He will
Carry over
serve
some
his
games.
remaining 6 games in the 2024-25 regular season. So I think it makes sense. I think
Yes.
it makes sense in my opinion. I mean, here's the thing. From when the incident happened to when they made the decision, they could have served 10 to 15 games and not miss playoffs. And I think the only thing the old did wrong was maybe misvalue playoff games a little bit. I mean, you're talking Villeneuve missing 7 playoff games. That's a lot.
Mhm,
in my
mhm.
opinion.
So here's what
don't know.
I like. I'm trying to understand. I was talking to Ben about it as well. So Villeneuve, more than likely, NHL draft pick, probably will be at the NHL camp come September time. So do those games that he is missing when the Wolves start, if he's still at the NHL camp, count towards the suspension? Because he might just like, I'll stay with the AHL team, I'll stay with the NHL team until my 5-6 games are done, and then I'll come back. Like, do you know what I mean by that?
I don't know how that works. I really don't.
Because like he's on the team now and it counts when he's not playing. But like if he's on
Yeah,
a drafted team and he's still at the camp
Yeah.
or development camp of, the AHL team, NHL team, wherever he's at, he's like, okay, I'll just come back after my suspension's done and play. I can
Yeah,
see
I
that
don't
very
know
well
if
happening, right?
I don't know if you're previously scratched. If it were, I have no idea.
Yeah,
how
I
that
know.
works.
We'd have to ask Jeff Merrick on that one. But yeah, dude, it's like you said, it's huge for the Wolves. I mean, we're biased because we love them. It's a huge boost for the playoffs. I think it's perfect timing for their little sluggish play lately. But the team playing them must be just like hating their life right now. They almost thought they wouldn't have 2 top 6 forwards for the first, 4 or 5 games and can make a series out of it. But now that these two are ready for game 1, I think the Wolves roll in round 1.
Yeah, and I think it's also worth noting that this situation is still not a joke. Like,
Oh, for sure, for sure.
I think the when they drop down, double digit suspensions, that's like it's legit. But I think they did get it right in terms of how they valued playoff games. And the Wolves catch a break on this one, so we'll see what happens. Going into the standings here, we have Oshawa in first, Wolves right now in second, and I believe that's only because they're atop of their division, because the Brantford Bulldogs do have more points than them. So the division is huge for the Wolves to win. Um, And obviously Oshawa is ahead of Brantford in their division. So that's how that works there. North Bay in fourth, they picked up some big points over the Wolves. Again, that's divisional, that's huge. Missy in fifth, Ottawa in sixth, Kingston in seventh. They're clinched. Fighting for the eighth spot is Barrie and Peterborough, and they're 10 points ahead of Peterborough. So it looks like it's going to be Barrie for sure.
Mm-hmm.
In the West, the top six are clinched. We have Saginaw in first. Lundo is in second. They're both tied for 94 points, and London clinched their division. The Sioux, obviously in third. Kitch in fourth. Owen Sound in fifth. Erie in sixth, and then Guelph and Flint rounding out 7 and 8. So that's kind of what the playoff picture looks like. If the playoffs were to start today, the Wolves would be playing Jacob Holmes and the Kingston Frontenacs. So
That's who it was, eh?
that would
Wow.
be wild. But the division is massive. The Wolves are only a point ahead of the division against North Bay as well as Mississauga. So it's definitely not over yet. They play Oshawa this Friday, which is a massive game that's could help them reach up the points here for the conference. They play Barrie on Saturday in Barrie, and then head to Owen Sound on Sunday. So a
So they're the 3-3.
big 3-3.
Back
And
to
then
back 3-3s.
yeah, yes, and then they follow that up the next
To end the
week
year,
playing
right?
Barrie at home. They only have 2 home games left. Then they go play Niagara and Oshawa. So I mean, those 2 Oshawa games are massive. You got to beat Barrie at least once and Niagara.
I think you got
I
to
mean,
beat Barrie twice and Niagara. I think
the
that's 6
Wolves
points right
could
there.
go. I mean, 4 or 5 or 6. They could go. That'd be
Yep.
huge,
Yep.
and it'd be nice momentum right into the playoffs. But again, you never know. You never know what you're gonna get with the Wolfers. You really don't.
And the OHL in general.
And the
But
OHL in general. That's true. And so that leads into last
yeah,
weekend,
you want to talk about it?
9-8 overtime. We saw 17 goals against Windsor, which is one of the worst teams in the league. Also, shout out Jabril Toure. He was not playing, but got a nice ovation. It was nice to see
Yeah.
Deej back in the building. But 9-8 was wild. And I think it's one of those games, right? You're playing the worst team in the league. You get it, they know they're a good team, and maybe they just I feel like that's just the O in general. Like it's
Yeah.
just
It's hard to get up for a team that you know that you won't see in the playoffs, and that's way below you in the standings, in my opinion. But Jim,
but those are the game, and I mean they did get 2 points, but
yeah, I
those are
know, but
games you gotta win.
yeah, you can't give up 8. I mean, here's my thoughts, and I know we've harped a lot the last couple of weeks on the goaltending. What I saw Friday, and you can blame it on what we just mentioned, lower team, Windsor's not going to make the playoffs. Their team defense was like non-existent. Guys weren't back checking, guys weren't really buying in. It's easy for us to say goalie, like gotta stop the puck. I mean, eventually you have to, yes. But when you're out there and basically you just don't even care about the D zone, all you care about is getting cookies, I call them, or points. It's like that's not gonna fly in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
And it's a hard flip to switch to flip when you come playoff time, just to be like, I'm going to be a defensive hockey team when you have bad habits all year, in my opinion, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't know, unless it's really easy for these guys to switch it, but
No, and then
that's just my thoughts, dude.
they
It's
went
not a
to
good
the
time
Bay.
to have this. And you watched that game in the Bay, right?
They went to the Bay. Was also Memorial Gardens was sold out.
Was it? Okay, on a
And they
Sunday.
lost. They lost. Anania answered the bell right
Right
away.
away, eh?
So I mean, that's just hockey. Like he knew he was going to answer the bell. First 30 seconds of the game, he fought Arnsby.
I like that
So
guy. Is he an
Arnsby,
OA?
yeah. Not sure. Not too sure.
I think he is.
I think
I'll
he
check
is.
that. I'll check that when you talk.
But yeah, they go play the Bay. Anania actually saw a few shifts on the top line. I'm not sure how that worked, but he was playing with the top line for a few shifts. Dalek was out early in that game, so hopefully he'll be okay. Maybe they'll just shut him down until the playoffs. But yeah, big stretch of games here for the Wolfers. 2 games left at home. That means 2 more chances for Chim to get in the room and read the lineup card. So we're still manifesting that, and we'll see what happens here coming in the next 2 games. Anything else on the Ocean?
Arnsby is an 03, and he is a Florida Panther draft pick. That is the most perfect player for Florida. So,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice. Mace, you got anything on the Wolves?
Yeah, stat correction. I said 3 times they'd scored 9 or more goals. 4 times they've scored 9 or more goals at home. And they're averaging just over 5 goals a game at home and 3.7 against at home. But
How many on the road?
I haven't crunched those numbers myself yet.
The over always hits. Mace, I got to ask you just quickly before we move on. How awesome would it be to see Chim in the room doing a lineup card read? Mace,
Yeah.
me and you just like filming, watching this guy going berserk. Like
The Mount Rushmore of BTB moments at the Sudbury Arena would be Tom
I think
on
I
the
think
ice
no, I think like
Chim
this
at the
might be the
arena.
peak.
and me catching a shirt.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk. You want to talk about that pic that Andrea sent us of Mace catching a shirt?
All time.
I saw that a day later.
But
time.
Jim, this might be the biggest moment for the pod, in my opinion. This and well, when the Leafs DM'd us for the watch party, that to me was like that's up there. That electric clip you guys edited at Dawn's.
I never
But
saw it again.
yeah, I mean, hopefully this year if they play the Bruins, could you guys imagine that?
All Dons would be insane.
There might be a fight, me and Max, full on wrestle match.
Be all time. David Goyette still leading the league. He's at 101 points. Have a year.
Can I say quietly again? I said that from his year last year. He just finds a way to get points, man. He's so good though, but it's like 100 is insane. It feels like he's got 50, but he's got 100. Does that make any sense to me? No, but anyways,
He's played 62 games. I believe he's played all the games.
he's got
Every game.
100.
He's in the 62 games.
Yeah, he's not coming.
The
back to
Wolves
the
have
O.
played.
He's not in the O
62
next year.
games. So I want to shout him out for not missing a game. He has not missed a game.
Iron
Knock on
Man.
wood. Iron Man. Where I'm looking at the line here, Quentin Musty's played 47, and he's got 84 points.
Oh my god,
That's
dude! If you're the opposing team, how do you like decide?
he's one goal shy of Goyette.
Imagine
If
deciding.
if he played 62 games, he'd be right up there.
Yeah, but imagine deciding for line matching, Jim. Especially because now they're on different lines for the most part.
They should be playing on different lines. Like just defensively. I think.
Yeah, like how do you
they're
match
just,
that up?
I know, but I think they're just a little more of a liability.
They do.
defensive 'cause
Together?
They don't come
Dvorsky
back. Like,
and Musty play together, and then Goyette's playing with
yeah.
Giroux and Dalek,
Yeah, little G.
or Lando's had a few shifts with them. Yeah, we'll see. I'm excited to see game
When they
one
had that
of the
full
playoffs.
when they had that full lineup, when it was Delic, Villeneuve, Goyette, McCallum, Ferran, and Giroux, you couldn't beat that. You could beat that.
I think
Gaudian playing up with the big boys. Like,
should we do a little segment for what game one playoffs would look like lines
well, we'll pick series again, like we did.
series, and then we'll talk about the Wolves lines because I think they're gonna go back to Landon, Zach, and Ferran as like a shutdown line.
They better.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move it on to the Noge. 4 teams have clinched playoffs here in the East. Timmins, Hearst, Powassan, Iroquois. 4 teams have clinched in the West. We have Blind River, the Cubs, Sioux T-Birds, and Espanola. How many teams make the playoffs, Tom, in the Noge?
Oh, dude, you putting me on the spot? I have no idea. You can't be doing that. I think
I don't know either.
Look at this bad radio.
It's bad radio. No, 4 teams. 4 teams make the playoffs.
Okay, the Noger's gonna hate us. Yeah, 4. All right.
Well, 8, but yeah.
4 side.
So Sioux Eagles miss out. Sioux Eagles right now.
Four
Miss-
side, Jim. Four conference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. We'll be in attendance for at least one playoff game for the Cubs.
Oh
for sure.
yeah, for sure. Okay. Now we are going to move it on to our interview portion of the podcast, and boy, another good one for the people. Grind is just the word to describe this person. Andre Anania from the Sudbury Wolves, OA defenseman, came on to chat with the boys, and we'll send it off to him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by another member of the pack, this overage defenseman from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Was drafted 71st overall in the 4th round of the 2019 OHL priority selection by the Sudbury Wolves. This year, he's tallied 5 goals, 26 assists for 31 points, and a million block shots. They got to add that to the elite prospects, Tom. And but yeah, please welcome Andre Anania to the BTV podcast. How we doing?
Good. How are you boys? Thanks for having me on here.
Yeah, we're good, bud. We're good, bud. Excited to chat here. Tom?
Yeah. First question I got to ask you. Obviously, we were going back and forth on socials the other day when we saw you in we like to call it the PAPS press conference. How were those stairs going up that? Because I think Chim, we went
The
up.
gondola.
You went up, yeah. Chim actually called the game earlier in the year and went up to that. How are the stairs going up and going down? I almost have to hold Chim's hand because I don't want him to
Oh.
win.
Those are brutal. I hate it. I'm like walking up those stairs and my hands are all sweaty. Like I'm not even afraid of heights, but it's weird. It's weird going up there.
It's nice to watch the game though.
Straight up. Yeah, great.
It's good. Yeah, great. View.
Yeah, it's really nice to watch the game, and then you get to see the boys on the bench too, which is nice.
Yeah,
Make some
no kidding.
faces at them. They're always giggling at us up there, but
Yeah.
That's jokes. That's jokes. Burning question we've always wanted to ask you, because you and Tom, I swear, could pass
As brothers, for sure.
especially
Yeah.
especially when you trim the beard here. But
Yeah.
what nationality are you? Are you Italian or Greek?
yeah, full Italian.
Full Italian. That's what I'm
Wow.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Another paisan. I love it.
Little boys. Yeah.
I love it. Full blown. I love it. Good
Mhm.
stuff.
And
Tom?
yeah, no, the last one before we just get into general hockey stuff, I gotta ask if the boys did talk about my intermission performance last. I think it was Friday. Yeah, last Friday. Did you guys see me out there? I mean,
No, I
you
don't think
weren't
any
playing.
boy-
Yeah,
I didn't see you. No.
I had to do what was it, musical tubes. So it was musical chairs, but I was out there with tubes. Anyways, I ended up making it to the finals. Great content ends, but I couldn't get the dub for us. But
Oh, I wish I saw that. I was too busy eating chicken fingers in the lounge. Sorry,
Good old-
the guys who aren't playing. He always gets
Yeah.
us some nuggets. So
That's all time. That's all
That's
time.
jokes.
Well,
Hey, what did you think of Price's B-way goal in Sally?
that was the best, man. I've never seen our bench like I've never seen a dad at that trick. Like that was unreal. It was also a huge goal. Right
Oh,
before
yeah.
the end of the
Yeah.
period. That was huge. But to see him do that, he's such a
Oh.
good guy in the locker room, and to see him score like that, like all the boys love it.
Yeah, no, he absolutely buried that. Yeah, it was sick. It was sick.
He always gives us like, am I allowed swearing? I don't know. He always
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you can
Oh,
let it
yeah.
fly.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
he always gives us shit when he scores because we just lose it, and he like it's just like everyone thinks it's his first goal, even though it's not. It's not his first goal, but he's always giving us shit for that. But I don't know. We just get so fired up to see him score. We love it.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
And let's go back to the start. Like, what age did you get into hockey, and kind of who brought you into the sport?
I don't know. I always saw my older brother. He played. He's 4 years older than me, so from like the first memories I have of hockey was watching him play, and then I wanted to be like him, so I started skating a bit. I skated with my older sister. It was me and her. She'd always rip me for being a better skater, and I'd always get so mad at her. But I don't know. I would say it was probably around 3 I actually started like skating. And then I started actual hockey games probably around 6 or 7. But
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Were there Were there any other sports? I mean, you mentioned you're Italian. I think soccer had to be in the picture.
No, I was just year up house league in soccer. Just a
Okay.
solid stay at home, whatever. I think they call it sweeper, center
Yeah,
back.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Jim,
I
I was
love
Jim
one of those
coaches.
boys
pass it
Jim
to the
involved.
coaches.
Italians. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Lock
Exactly.
it down back there like a little Querney. But I don't know. In
yeah.
high school, I got into rugby. I was pretty good
Okay.
at rugby, but I don't know. I had to stay away from that after I signed with the OHL.
Yeah,
But
no doubt.
Well,
that was
Jim,
that was probably that's one of the best sports.
Rugby's huge down south. Yeah, it's big down
Yeah,
south. Yeah,
our
well,
school, my high school, was really well known for being good rugby. So,
gotcha.
mhm.
Okay,
well, I
cool,
think
cool.
being, so tough and in rugby. I mean, Jim, you mentioned the gazillion block shots. It feels like every Friday night we're in the building, you're fighting someone. 8 fights, Jim, this year?
Not this year, Tom.
Oh,
That's
total. I know
No,
there's a
not
rule.
this
career,
year.
career. Yeah,
Imagine there was no rule. Oh my God, Ant. I
he'd be
think
going every
you'd
night.
have
He'd be
8 a
going every
week.
night.
Yeah.
Tough to find customers sometimes, but I don't know. I don't really go out there looking for it too much.
No.
It
You're protecting
happens.
teammates.
Yeah, I like to take care of business, but I don't know. My first year, I was a loose cannon out there.
You're looking
I
for it.
was
Yeah,
up
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I think
yeah.
I had 5 my first year, but I don't know.
What's the one that comes to? I guess how did the first one go? Actually, let's go there. How did the first fight go?
My first fight was really early in my first year. I don't know. It was kind of a suey pass some guy gave, and then I just destroyed him, and then I ended up getting jumped. I think I got beat up pretty good, but I don't know. I learned how to take a punch, which which helped me later on. But I don't know. After that, I realized I learned how to fight a bit, how to grab guys,
Yeah,
how to like just kind of throw punches too.
yeah,
But I don't know. All-time favorite was probably the one against Erie. It was a packed building. I think there was 8,000 fans in Erie that game.
yeah.
And I don't know, the Kulikov hit Musty pretty good. So I go ask him off a draw. I'm like, let's go here. You want to go here? And he's like, sure. And like in his heavy Russian accent. So
Here we go.
it was in the D zone, so he's at the point. I'm kind of in front of the net by the hash marks. And then we just kind of like, I don't think anyone expected it. Like, it kind of like, I didn't tell anyone I was going to do it.
Yeah,
And then we just see us drop, and then he's kind of squared off center ice in a packed building. So that was pretty sick, I
that's
think.
sick.
And then I got he got me with a couple punches early, and then I kind of just fed him and dropped
Yeah,
him. That's probably my favorite fight.
there you go. And when you're in it, like, do you just block out? Like, do you remember most of the fights or what?
No,
Yeah,
it just seems so quick. Like the adrenaline rush is probably like it's insane. There's nothing
yeah,
that compares to that. You don't feel a thing. By the time I don't know, by the time you get back to the locker room or the box, you're looking at your hand, and then you start to feel it, and you're like, "Oh, this is not going to be good. Like this is going to be sore for a couple weeks." But
uh, that's
Well,
wild.
I
yeah,
think it restarts in the playoffs though for how many fights you can do, right?
yeah,
Man, you guys got a couple
We're
customers on
gonna
that
need him on
team.
that. You're gonna need him on the ice, though, Tom.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta take care of business on
The
the
No,
ice.
no,
Bucks are
McCoy can run the 30 plus
Block
minutes.
some
and-
shots. Yeah,
yeah.
Bucks. Yeah,
And
But
I
I don't know,
think,
all our D are really good. So
yeah.
man, you might not
Wow,
get
you
off the
played
ice in
like 40.
playoffs.
You played like 40 minutes last year in the playoffs. It was ridiculous.
yeah, there was one game I played it. Well, actually, all of them played a lot, but we were also short staffed
Banged
back
up.
there,
Yeah,
which was
yeah,
tough. But
yeah. Big time. Yeah. Well, hopefully everyone's healthy to go here for this run. It should be a fun one for sure.
mhm.
But getting back here into the career, was there like a moment for you where you're like, yeah, I could take hockey to the next level, or kind of just figured out as you went?
It was kind of weird. I remember going to OHL game as a kid, and I thought it was like the NHL. I'm like, oh, there's no chance. Like this is way above like what I'm capable of or like what I know how to do. And then kind of like Bantam comes around, like grade 9, I started seeing like these mock draft things, and I'm like, oh, like my buddy Pinelli's ranked like first round. And then I'm like, I kept going. I'm like, oh, like I'm ranked. And like that's when I'm like, oh, okay, like this is like achievable. So I don't
Yeah.
know, I kept working at it, and I don't know, I was lucky enough to be taken by Sudbury. So that was
Yeah.
a really cool experience though.
Yeah, no doubt.
Mhm.
And minor hockey, obviously, GTHL is like the mecca of minor hockey here in Canada. What was it like playing for the Red Wings? Like, who was your biggest rival, I guess, when you guys played in the G?
That was a tough one. We were kind of like a little chippy team. There was like I don't know, like our team was probably 70% Italian. We had a lot of Italians on the team.
I love it.
So lots of aggression, anger, but I don't know. We'd always get into it with the Nats, but every team would get into it with the Nats and the G.
Yeah,
But probably our biggest rival in minor midget was the Rebels. I think we played them like probably 22 times.
that's
Just
crazy.
yeah, like we played them like 7 times during the regular season. We played them a couple of times in tournaments. Then we played a 7-game series with them in the playoffs. And then in OHL Cup, they were in our like
Right.
group,
Yeah,
so we played them there. So we saw them a lot, but those were always good games against them. They were a good team too.
yeah, no doubt.
What would you say your favorite GTHL rink was growing up? Like me and Chem being from Sudbury, I kind of remember Westwood, Chesswood the best. Those two are identical rinks or
Yeah,
pads.
those two were. We our home rink was Chesswood.
Okay.
We had our own dressing room, which was sick too.
Oh,
So that
Oh,
was
that's
nice.
right.
something
Yeah, that's right.
that was really cool. But I don't know. I always loved playing at Scotiabank
Yeah.
Yeah,
Arena. That's where the OHL Cup was, and I just
Yeah.
remember like playing in the regular season against like JRC, who wasn't too good. The building would be kind of empty, and then when we got to OHL Cup and we played,
Packed.
I don't know who we were playing in the semifinals, but I've never seen that rink that packed. Like
Oh, so you guys
everyone
made it
was
all the way to the
standing
semis
around.
for OHL
We
Cup.
made it all the way to the finals. Yeah,
Wow. You had a little bit of TV?
yeah, yeah.
No
I
who'd
don't
you
know
way.
if
guys
you saw
play?
that game. We were playing Don Mills.
No, okay.
Yeah. So
Who, who?
that was a tough game to think about looking back on, but
Yeah, who was on that Don Mills team that year?
they had everyone. They had the 1, 2, and 4 in the draft. So they had Shane Wright, Othman, and
Oh,
Clark.
it was that year. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
that team was stacked. Like
They were
they had
loaded.
Arnsby too, who was North Bay
Oh
guy.
Yeah,
my God.
Schmidt. I don't know. They had a whole bunch of guys like that.
yeah,
That
it was.
team was stacked.
Yeah, there was like one guy that didn't get drafted from that team. I think
Yeah,
that year. Yeah, it
yeah,
was
I think it
ridiculous.
was the
Yeah,
trainer. Yeah, the trainer didn't go that year. Everyone, yeah,
yeah. I got you now.
yeah. We
Um,
were up 5-1 in the finals. 5-1 going into the third period. They end up scoring 4 straight. Takes us into
oh,
overtime, and then Clark to Wright to Othman to win it. So that's
oh
always
man,
tough. But
that's gut wrenching. That
and
is
for
gut
that
wrenching. I
guy to
forgot
win
about
it too, that I mean,
uh,
that's some
it's tough.
nightmares right there. It's okay,
Mhm.
Ans. It's all good, buddy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, moving on now to draft day, OHL draft day. Take us through today. We always like hearing everyone's day on OHL draft day. So take us through it.
Yeah, it was a really cool experience. Looking back, I wish I would have been a little more relaxed. I was very nervous, but I don't know. I talked to a bunch of OHL teams before, and I don't know. I talked to Sudbury, which was funny. I talked to them the most. I
Yeah.
talked to them, I think, 3 times, 4. But I'm like, I still wasn't sure if they'd take me or not. And then I don't know. We're going through draft day. I thought I was gonna go to Missy around 50, 60, but they ended up taking Del Mastro first round, so they didn't need another lefty.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they ended up taking Sharp there. He turned out to be a great player too. But and then Owen Sound, I thought I was gonna go there at 70. And then when I saw they didn't take me, I was just sitting there like, oh shit, like
Yeah.
what's gonna happen now? Because then Barry called my dad, and they said if he's still there, I think they had picked 80 or 90. They said if he's still there, like we're gonna take him. And then like literally the next pick was me. So
Yeah, wild.
we were
Yeah.
kind of laughing about that. But I don't know. I just saw I didn't even see my name pop up. My sister came running downstairs, and I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "What?" And then it finally popped up on her screen. I don't know. I was with my whole family, and we were just all
Glued to the
celebrating.
screen. Yeah. That's
So
awesome.
losing it.
That's
So. Mhm.
no getting right in there. Yeah.
They weren't at the house. They ended up coming later, but yeah,
Yeah.
my Nono was all fired up. He's probably my biggest fan. So
Love
That's
it. Yeah.
awesome.
That's
yeah.
amazing. That's amazing. Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
Ans, what were your first impressions on the old barn when you got here?
I didn't know what like any other OHL rink like kind of looked like. The only one I knew was like Mississauga's, a
Right.
Paramount, and I'm like, I just thought it was whatever. Like it looked like an NHL rink to me.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
got here, and then I came to Sudbury, and then I'm like, oh, like I could see this place getting like a little rowdy, like
Oh yeah.
little like old fashioned, like I don't know. I didn't really mind it, but my like I came like our rookie camp my first year, we were at Countryside.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't really like skate on it or like, I didn't really see the rink really until training camp later. But I don't know. My first preseason game in the barn was like I was just like shocked.
Yeah.
It just looked unreal. Like I don't know, it was sick. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Love it. Soaked it all in. Yeah.
Mhm.
What was your take when you saw the Wolf on the Wire for the first time?
I don't know. My mom when I got drafted, she did all her research on Sudbury, which was funny. So she gave me the rundown of everything, like the big nickel, all the smokestacks, like just like stuff like that. But the Wolf on the Wire was one thing she mentioned, and I don't know, like I didn't really like think about it. Like I just saw it like when I walked in, and then like when we'd score or whatever, like I wouldn't really like think of it until
Yeah.
like a couple of years ago when I'm like, oh, like I'd stare up there, like I'd catch myself staring at it, but I don't know. I think it's sick.
Yeah, no, it's unique. No one else does
Mhm.
it does it. Yeah, it's fun to see, especially when the boys, especially this year, been putting the puck in the net quite a bit. It's
Oh
coming
my God.
across. It's
Yeah.
coming across. There's a few years it gets stuck because there wasn't a lot of goals in the dog days here, the Wolfers. But yeah, no, that's unreal.
Mhm.
And you go back to Stouffville for a year. So how was that season, and how did it help your development going back there?
That was great. I don't know. I was gonna be like a sixth, seventh defenseman, which would have been tough my 16 year.
Yeah,
So Corey, being the great coach he is, he said, you know what, it's probably best for your development if you go to Stouffville for the year, just improve, get used to the bigger, stronger, faster guys. So I ended up going down there, and I don't know. I kind of worked my way to get the power play stuff, the PK stuff, the top minutes. But I don't know. I ended up fitting in well there. I ended up doing pretty good. I don't know. I ended up being like a goal scorer down there, which was kind of funny. But come here and I'm stay at home. But no, it was huge for my development, especially playing against bigger and stronger guys. That kind of prepared me for like the physicality of the OHL, which
for sure.
was which was great for me, especially with the
Yeah,
way I play now. It was huge for my development.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. And then obviously COVID, and then your full first rookie year was 2021. So I guess take us through that. Obviously, it was a bit weird for the boys, all the boys getting their first taste of the OHL, but really you're second year guy in the league. So yeah, take us through that.
Yeah, that was a weird year, especially for all the like it was almost like a completely new team.
Yeah,
There- There's only a couple returning guys, especially after the trade deadline when some of those guys got traded away. It was
unloaded. Yeah,
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 there was a lot of fresh faces, but No, that was a fun year. We found we weren't that good, but we always worked hard. We always had fun, which was huge for us.
Yeah,
And I don't know, I really enjoyed that year too.
for sure.
It was just
And
kind of weird with all the breaks with the
yeah,
COVID.
yeah,
The month of December, I think we played one game, and it was
yeah,
after Christmas break. But
insane. Yeah,
it was weird. It was a weird
yeah.
year.
Yeah, and I think it was that year, and I'm not sure you guys had that national TV game, TSN. It was right after the deadline. It was against Shane Wright, and
Yeah. Mhm.
Goya potted 4. Because I remember it was like the Shane Wright show. They couldn't stop talking about him, and then the Wolfers come in and put 8 in on Kingston. I remember that, and that was after trade deadline too, where it lost everybody. Yeah,
Yeah. No, that game was electric. We were all fired up for Boise there.
yeah,
It was like a little silent competition. Like they were Shane Wright and Boise both being 04s, and I
yeah.
think it was their draft year that year. So there was that little cold blood, but I don't know. Boise showed well, and Shaner I think was -4. I don't know. I can't remember, but he
What?
was
He
he was
was. He
dashed up, and
was.
all the boys were fired up. So
Yeah.
that was pretty sweet for us.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. And last year, was kind of an interesting start for you to kind of in and out of the lineup, and then you ended up, proving yourself and obviously staying here as an OA. So I guess, what was that process for you, and I guess staying patient and obviously ending up cracking the lineup here and being an important part of the team.
I don't know. I try not to focus on the next year too much, like the OA year and this year.
Y- Yeah.
I just try to like work hard and show what I can do for this team and what I bring to this team, and
Yep.
I ended up showing very well. And it was tough for us because all of us O3s were really close. And like it was tough saying goodbye to some of those guys, but I don't know. We enjoyed our last year together. We all had our fun. We all worked hard. We were
Yeah.
bittersweet about the way it ended, but I don't know. My message to the O4s this year is to just work hard, have fun, and focus on that when it comes. Just
Oh yeah.
show well, show what you can do best, and try not to think about it too much because it can get stressful.
No doubt. Like, yeah, no doubt. And look at the words of wisdom from Andrew. Are you
Well,
kidding me? Like, this
Chim,
is
I
a
think you
vet.
gotta.
What a
I think
vet.
yeah,
What a
you got
vet.
you gotta learn some of these words, Chim, because you get stressed thinking about next year's Wolves season. I'm like, buddy, calm it down a notch. Let's
No,
worry
I'm
about
all in on this year.
yeah. Let's
This is
worry
the
about
year.
this year right
This
now.
is the year.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah. This
And
is the year. Yeah.
I gotta ask. We gotta ask about this year. Obviously, lots went on. You get arguably the best player in the OHL. I'm gonna say for free because
CHL. Yeah.
CHL comes over. Dvorsky comes over. Obviously, you guys do a lot of trades at the deadline. How good is this squad, and what are your thoughts about this team this year?
I've never seen a team like I've never been a part of a team like this skilled. Like we can go into some games and just like I don't know,
Flip
like
a
there's some
switch.
games there was like a stretch of home games we had where we were just scoring at least 8 goals.
Oh yeah,
It was insane. I think there was 3 or 4 games in a row we had at least 8. And like
yeah.
I don't know, it fires all of us up when we hear the fans chanting, "We want 10." We're on the bench. We're like, "Oh, fuck, like we gotta get it. Like we gotta get that last goal. Like, give
Yeah.
the fans what they want." But yeah, on the ice we're a great team. But even on the locker room, the buses, the hotels, outside the rink, like we're all such a tight knit group. Like it's just great to be a part of. We're all brothers, which is
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. And you've been through now it's 3, 4 coaches. Like it's wild. Stilly, Dunks, DMAC, and obviously Querney was there for a bit. And now
Mhm.
here this year. So I guess how was it like adapting to each coach's style? Obviously, it's a big jump for a bunch of them, but yeah, how was it adapting?
Ann's fought first game of a new coach. Just
Every game, yeah,
every game, a new coach came in
Yeah.
just to let him know who he was. Yeah,
I don't know. That part wasn't too tough for me just because of the way I play. I just play hard and
yeah.
do what I'm
Simple
supposed to
game,
do.
yeah, yeah,
Just a very simple game. But I don't know. The system stuff was. It took some games to kind of adjust because each coach has their own type of system. But I don't know. With losing DMAC, we kind of kept the same kind of system around, so it was kind of an easy adjustment with Kenny coming in here. But I don't know. They were all great coaches. They were all great guys. They all helped us so much. But there was nothing like DMAX energy with us.
Yeah.
He was
Everyone
just a
was
little fireball.
yeah, I'm sure everyone was a little bit tight when he came around for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
And I got to ask about Pittsburgh camp. How was that experience for you?
That was unreal. I wasn't sure if I was gonna get an invite or not. I didn't really hear much. But yeah, when I got the call I was going to Pittsburgh, that's my sister's favorite team. She's been
There
a
you go.
Sidney Crosby like diehard fan since she was a kid. So to be there and actually get to meet him,
Oh, you
felt
ended up meeting him.
surreal.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It was kind of funny. Like I was kind of just walking in the kitchen in their rink, going for breakfast, like kind of half asleep. And he's coming around the corner and like he's like, "Oh, it's Sydney, like nice to meet you." I'm like, "Great to meet you too." Like kind of like stuttering, like, "Oh shit!" Like
Nance,
he's
hey,
saying
nice to
I'm
meet you.
Sidney Crosby. Like I know who you are. Like you don't
Yeah.
have to explain
Yeah.
it. But yeah, like he's like he's an amazing guy. I've never met anyone like that humble.
Yeah,
For
you're
being
trying to
Yeah.
find the black sharp. You're like, wait, my sister's a diehard. Can you sign
Yeah,
this for me? Yeah, yeah.
yeah, she was bugging me. She was texting me. She's like, "Oh, like get him to sign something. Like get something
Yeah.
of his." I'm like, "Ah, man, like I can't. Like
That's tough.
can't
Yeah,
be."
that's a tough spot.
But yeah, I don't know. Even looking at all those guys, like Carlson, Latang, like we were doing bag skates, and I'll never forget it. Like we were doing this, like these laps, 3 hard laps. You had to get it under like 30 seconds or 28 seconds, whatever it was. And you see like all these guys, like they're going like they're working their bags off, like NHL guys. Like then you see them like dying, like hunched over, and then you see Latango. He's like just floating around, like miles ahead of everyone. Gets back to line. He's not even tired. I'm sitting there like I'm gonna die here. Like
Sucking
this
wind.
is
Yeah.
insane. I'm gonna suck and win. But those guys are true professionals, and you see it the way they take care of themselves on and off the ice. But yeah, that was a great experience for me.
Yeah, no doubt. Well deserved too. That's sick.
Mhm.
Couple questions now around I guess the Wolves here, and we always like to hear about the game day routine. Are you a big superstition guy? What's a game day? Take us through a game day.
Crushing pasta, some sort of pasta.
Spaghetti
I don't know.
meatballs.
I like to say I'm more routine based than superstitious, but
I
I
like
have
it.
my weird little stuff. But game days, I'd go to the rink. I like to morning skate personally. I get there, make my little coffee, get dressed, go on the ice, get off. And, usually I stretch or get treatment if I need it, and then usually grab a little snack on the way home, and then eat it, and then I'm taking my nap. Wake up, wash my face, kind of wake up a little. Usually I'm kind of like out of it. And then my billet's great. She makes me my pregame meal. I'm a big keep it simple, pasta, chicken, and a salad.
And there you go.
Nice and simple. And then head to the ring, stop at Tim's, and you might double.
Yeah.
Then get to the ring, take my stick, do my little stretches. We have our meetings, play a little sewer with the boys.
Yeah.
And then I always do like this little stretch in the hallway before the game. Just kind of like my own time, kind of dial it in a little. But I don't know. That's where it can kind of get a little superstitious with what kind of stretches I do, depending how I
Got
did
it.
the game before.
Got it. Yeah,
But,
yeah.
and then when I get dressed, I have to do everything a certain way.
Got it.
But
Meticulous. Yeah, yeah.
mhm,
Yeah. I like it. I like it.
precise.
Who's rocking Ox right now? I know earlier in the year Lando said it was Villy. I don't know if he's still rocking.
Yeah, Billy's usually he's I like him on Ox just because he takes requests. I like
Yeah.
it. Connie's sometimes on Ox, but
Oh boy.
he's usually on Ox when we play Sewer. He gets some good tunes going. I don't mind his. And then sometimes we get Pricer on the tunes, but his music's a little I don't know. It's all over the place.
A little
Yeah, yeah.
sus. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 a little soft, a little
yeah.
fruity, I guess.
Little fugazi. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ands, what's the win song in the room? Yeah, I'm sure you guys. I hope you probably had the same one, but you might have changed throughout
I
the
don't
year.
even know what it's called. It's like a Pitbull song. We usually play
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it. I could sing it off by heart once it starts going, but I
Yeah.
couldn't tell you the name of it.
No,
Usually we try
Pitbull
and get
stock though.
He's got
try and get
bangers. Yeah.
CE.
Oh,
Oh
Tom
my
loves
God,
ski.
dude.
Tom
Depending how
loves
the boys
ski.
are feeling, we try and get that going a bit.
Okay, so
But-
the boys know that song.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
What are you
this
talking
and
about?
this is my request. If Chim somehow gets in the room to do a lineup card, I know there's been rumors. I'm not sure if you've heard any of this. Ands, I hope you can be the guy to get us in there. If Chim does the lineup card to ski, that would be my life. Would I put OLG lottery aside? That would be my life.
Yeah,
My life
We're
would be
putting 10
complete.
goals in that game for sure.
Oh, and Chim's
Yeah.
throwing money on the
Easy.
board for you guys for sure, 100%.
yeah. And away we go. Away we go.
Yeah, we got that one in the bag for sure. Yeah, we gotta try and set that up. That'd be electric.
Oh
Yeah. Hey, say the word. I'm ready to rock.
He
I'm
might have a
ready to rock.
jammer though. We're gonna have to have
I need I'll need
Bucky and the
D-Mac,
boys on standby.
Racer, yeah. We'll need the defibrillator ready, but just in case. But we'll be ready to rock.
Get the boys ready to run through a brick wall. I love
That's it. Yeah, that's it. You know it. Where are we going here? Let's go. We always talk about this, and we always talk about 3 and 3s here in Neo. I always call it the Silver Stick Tournament because I think it's a joke. Minor hockey joke 3 and 3s. But anyways, what would you say like the worst 3 and 3 is for you? Is there one? Or are they all the same? Bad or yeah? Take us to.
That's kind of funny. My brother calls it the exact same thing. He says we go to a Silver Stick tournament every weekend, pretty much. But by far for me, the worst one is the Peterborough, Kingston, Ottawa one.
Oh yeah.
That one's always tough, especially the past couple of years. Those teams they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
Ottawa's then like we go to Peterborough first usually, and that's still like 5 and a bit away.
Yeah.
And then we stay there. The next night we go to Kingston, we play there, and then sometimes we have the 2:00 game the next day.
That's
Ottawa.
insane. Yeah. That's
And like, it's just that last game in Ottawa is just it's
get
just
it through it.
that's a battle because it's 3 games in 2.5 days. Like it's not even a 3 and 3. Like it's just that's probably the worst one by far. But I don't know. I guess we can't really complain too much because teams this year that are going on the northern road trip to North Bay, Sudbury, Sioux, that's got to be a tough one because all three of our teams are doing pretty good.
Yeah, that's
We all play a pretty tough style of hockey too. So
yeah. Big
and all the barns are a little
Rowdy.
Yeah, they get rowdy, which is good for us, but
gritty. Yeah,
that's got to be a tough one for the other guys. But
yeah. No doubt.
And what's your go-to bus snack? Are you a guy that crushes a lot of food on the bus?
My billet always packs me some little snacks. I usually get lately I've been getting my fruit roll-ups.
Oh man.
Nice.
Or the little they're not gushers, but they're like the little fruit snacks.
Yeah.
So I've been getting my fruits and veggies in with those. I don't know. My mom she's an angel. She's always giving me little care packages when we're on the road.
Unreal.
Like a little prosciutto sandwich for after the game.
Jim, this guy, he's upgraded to #1 guest of the show just because you can relate to him finally.
It's so relatable. It's so relatable. Yeah.
She's always give me that, or sometimes she'll give me like pizzelle. My nonna makes these pizza. They're so good.
Yeah.
So I'm usually like crushing those on the bus ride home. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest snacker. I usually just hang out.
Yeah. You
Chop
guys
it
play
up
a
with
lot
the
of
boys.
lot of cards on the bus. What do you do? Listen to music? Yeah.
Yeah, this year we kind of got it going. We got poker going on the bus.
Nice.
Farzy actually made this like nice little table, so it
Look at
fits
Farsi.
perfect. Like
Yeah.
sits right in the middle of like seats,
Yeah.
so we can get probably about 8 guys going in the poker game, which gets sometimes it gets a little intense, but I don't know. These guys aren't too good at poker.
Not good at bluffing. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not a good poker player either, so it's tough out here.
Just just
Uh,
just just helps to pass time. The next one, Ans, I gotta ask you, obviously, home games were in the building. It's electric. Like, do the boys ever just glance over at the Jumbotron and see what's going on? Like the entertainment factor. Like I always like to see if some of the guys get into it. Like, please tell me you've taken a look at the Jumbotron.
I don't know about most guys, but I don't know if this will get me in trouble. I'm always staring at that thing. I'm always staring off into just to see what's going on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I laugh every time. I think it's like the first, like when they do the first little sweep, like halfway through the first,
Yeah.
and they always play like that Italian song. I'm just sitting on the bench, like fired up. Like even those dance cams, like I get
Oh
going
Oh
a
yeah.
yeah.
little
The
bit.
All
floss,
time.
all of them. Oh yeah.
All
Yeah,
time.
like
Yeah.
the Keenan dental. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, that's right.
Dental
Yeah.
floss. Yeah.
I'm just
Dental
like
floss
singing
cam.
it in my head, like all fired up.
It's electric,
Even
man.
after we score, that guy when he's doing his little, he's always on the jumbotron. That one fan who's doing his like little dance.
Yeah.
I don't know what his name is, but I
Yeah.
always see that. That makes me laugh a
We'll have to
little.
get Chim on the Jumbotron after you guys score.
Yeah,
His
get him,
reaction.
And
Yeah.
going nuts. Yeah.
get him all
Yeah.
Going
fired
nuts.
up. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm always staring at that thing.
Yeah. That's
Even
wicked.
the wave. I'm always.
It's been good this year.
It's
It's
been
been
yeah.
good this yeah.
Last game was sick. Like
Sick.
I was so
Yeah.
like I almost missed my shift because I was just like I'm like
Soaking
staring.
it
Like, you
all
could
in.
like see my head like going around. Like let's go. Like keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is sick. One more a couple more before we get into our fast five here. Mark Stahl came last year to get his jersey retired, and obviously he was part of probably the most historic run in Wolves history. But how was he around the room? Did he talk much with the boys, or did he give like a little pregame speech?
Yeah, he gave us like a little. He talked to us a little bit before the game, but he was mainly talking to the Thunder Bay boys,
Oh
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
Degrass and Chuck there. But
Yeah.
we were kind of bummed out. He didn't put any money on the board, any big
Oh,
money on the
come
board.
on, brutal.
His pregame speech, like if it wasn't him, it wouldn't be electric. But I thought he'd get a little more like
Into it,
a little more rowdy with it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's jokes. That's jokes. So heading on here into next year, obviously, I don't know if you've thought much about it. You know, I know you're pretty in the moment in the moment guy here, but yeah, if you thought about it, what's it looking like for you next year?
Well, for me, there's two kind of directions to go. There's like the pro route to the coast or the AHL, depending how I do, or there's the university hockey route. And I don't know. I try not to think about it too much because
Yeah.
I'm sure it might affect my play. So I would just me, my agent, and my family. We all kind of talked about it. We just said we'll kind of make the decision at the end of the year, just kind of
Yep.
depending
Mhm.
how the season goes. But
Yeah.
I don't know. There's pros and cons there's pros and cons for either or, but I don't know. Either one would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
Yeah, well, hopefully at the end of the year, either way, wherever you're going, you have a ring on your finger.
yeah,
That would be nasty.
Yeah.
That would be sick. So going on here, let's go to our fast five here, Tom, and then we'll wrap it up here. So Nans, to wrap it up, we always do 5 rapid fire questions. So I'll send it off to Tom here. Whatever comes to the top of your head, let it rip. So go ahead, Tom.
yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite thing about being a hockey player?
Ah, that's a tough one, actually. Oh shit.
Yeah, no, it's okay. First question too. I gave you a
Body
toughie.
checking probably. The rough stuff.
Little rough stuff. That's good. Your favorite OHL away rink to play in?
The odd.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
nice.
Okay. Your go-to karaoke song?
Yeah. Mr. Brightside.
Oh,
Good tune.
nice. Yeah, great.
If you were to be professional in any other sport other than hockey, what would it be?
Probably rugby.
Yeah, oh yeah,
There you go.
yeah. And your favorite Subway restaurant?
Ooh. Probably Lot 88.
Oh, there you
Bougie,
go.
yeah.
Bougie. Cook
Expensive.
cook your own steak on the rock. Yeah, yeah. I like
I've
it.
only been there twice, but both times have been electric. So
Yeah, it's hard to beat mama's cooking. That's for sure. That's for sure. But especially when you get in the care packages too. I love it. I love it.
the meatballs at
Okay.
home, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Well, listen, Nance, thanks a lot for coming here on the podcast and chopping it up with us. Obviously, best of luck throughout the rest of the year. Hopefully, it's a deep run, and we're going to be here for it. So we're excited. But yeah, best of luck, and we'll keep in touch. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having me, boys. And yeah, I'm sure I'll be seeing you guys around the rink and stuff. So
Yeah, beauty.
see you boys there.
That was the interview with Andre Anania. Tom, thoughts?
Can we talk about his mom doing the lineup card read first of all, though?
I'll
Like
let you.
that was phenomenal. She killed it. Yeah, man, he was great. I love just having like Wolves guys on. I know that's so easy for us to say. We're at a lot of games, but we're connected to the team in some way now, dude. The players love us. Ans was all time. It's just going to be sad when, he's not here next year. He's an overager. Hopefully, we can still keep in contact with him. But he was a great interview, and man, me and him have the same nose. Okay, like you're on mute, Jim. You said in the interview, I believe we can be brothers. I
You
think we
guys
could
can be brothers. Seriously.
100%.
Yeah.
But he's Italian, so I don't want him. You can have him.
No, he was a beauty. He was a beauty. It was great to chat with him, and yeah, there's gonna be a lot of guys we're gonna miss next year, but and he will definitely be
Yep.
one of them. He was an awesome guest. So we thank him again for coming on. Okay, let's move it on now to our 4-pack.
Episode 154 pack of Behind the Bench. We have a new champion, Chim. It's not you. It's not me. It's not Roberto. It's Tommy Vlahos. Back in the win column, disrupting
Been a
my
while, Tom.
comeback.
Yeah, sorry, boys. I think, this is totally off topic. Remember that one story when Themis and the cousins locked the bathroom downstairs and I had the whole locksmith thing? Themis just sent me a video just now of the door locked. So I don't know if he's messing with me, but he might have locked it again. So like that was distracting, but I did hear everything. I am a champ. So we might have to pick lock the door when I get home tonight. But anyways,
Don't you guys have a spare key?
You know what we do? Paulie has it in the shed. Thanks for that. Actually, I'll have to text my dad. But dude,
Yeah, you guys were scared of asking for the spare key, so you guys
because my
hired a
parents were
locksmith.
angry. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. This is why you're my friend. Not only my friend, my best friend.
Okay, let's get it.
Guys, it's not like I just won though. I won by a landslide.
I don't get it.
I checked it earlier today. It wasn't even
Well,
close.
Tom, I mean,
Dude, I know it was given. I mean, not given. About time. Okay. But Jim, this counts as like 3 wins because it wasn't even that close.
Mace, if you think about the people, like he picked like perfect for our demographic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so 100%. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
even-
other than Stone Cold, like John Cena, that's a lock.
Rey Mysterio, Randy Orton.
Yeah. Lock.
Anyways, I get to set the order. I'm giving myself number 1, Chim 2, Mace 3 and 4. And did we talk about the topic when I was on
The
I
topic.
don't think, yeah.
This one can go in many directions. I'm excited. There's not just a 1-1 in this kind of topic. So last week was wrestlers. This week we are drafting things you would want to bring on a road trip. So not an airplane, but just on a short road trip. Maybe
Okay.
think of it like driving to Toronto.
Okay, things you want like to
No,
be
like
with you, or like
things-
you need. Like
No,
it's
like
got to
things
be
to
need.
bring. Like
Okay, things to
your-
bring.
The best
Yeah.
things
Like-
to pack.
And is it
On a road
only
trip.
it's all for the trip?
Yes,
Like it doesn't need to be for the car.
the trip. Like when you leave the
I feel
house
like
to
that's
go.
a fair question. no?
When you yes, it is. When you leave the house, like Mason said, to go to Toronto, to go to the Sioux, to go
I'm
to
thinking
Anna.
of things you would want in your bag for the road trip. Think about you're getting on a bus.
Okay,
You're going on a hockey road trip. And things you want in the car. Things you
Okay.
want in the car.
I got
All
it. I got it. Out and out.
That's
you
a
don't
good
think
question.
that is a great one. You don't think there's an out and out number one? Whenever this happens to me, it is the worst feeling in the world. Okay. Give me phone charger. Out and out number one for me. When I don't have a phone charger and I'm like, Macy mentioned a bus or like airplane, you're like, excuse me, do you have a phone charger? Mine's about to die. I mean,
Yeah,
luckily,
like a
my last
portable
couple of
charger?
trips I've been, no, like
Just a cord.
cord, like box too. Like, yeah, phone charger. Just a generic phone charger. It's my pick. We like the pick?
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's gonna look good, Tom.
It's hard to
But-
argue that.
No,
like
I
most-
think,
You need it.
yeah.
So.
Who's next, Tom?
You're next, Jim.
Yeah, Mace goes 3 and 4.
See, man, I don't know. I don't know what you guys are gonna think about this one, but I think it's essential. But it depends. Like nowadays, it should be on your phone, but in the old days, you may have needed another whole device for it, and it's a GPS. So I think you either need a GPS or you need directions via your phone, like using Google Maps. You need a GPS application on your phone.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Tom, I don't know how you think that's a bad pick. You don't
coulda
use a GPS when you go to Toronto? You use a map?
Jim, you could have just said like phone.
Well, then put phone then. I don't know. GPS app on phone? I was being
I've-
specific.
I've seen people leave like to go to like Europe without their phone and like they suffer. It's like this would have been a good pick, like a phone, because then you can use it for the
I
maps
feel like
and that.
phone's a given. Everyone has a phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Who goes to Europe without a phone? Maybe
My parents.
baby
My
boomers.
parents.
Well, exactly.
I just feel like a reach. I won in the first.
Jim, you would have got
Mace,
GPS, buddy.
where Mace, where do you like you just have it on the top of your head? But
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to back. Headphones and pillow.
Yeah, lock. If I would have got headphones coming back, I would have
Hey,
been
Jim?
like
What?
ecstatic.
I see for me, I don't use a pillow and I don't on a road trip. And headphones, I like to chat with people in the car. So
See, Mace, look how mad he is now because we ripped him for the GPS.
I just think you guys are being a little ridiculous.
You might get one vote for that pick.
Okay. Fair enough. You guys get lost. I'll have my GPS.
Okay. Is it me? It is me.
No, it's not you.
Oh, it's not.
All right. Let's go with give me comfy clothes. You want to travel, you travel comfy. You're not traveling in a suit.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll
Yep.
give you that, Jim.
You want to go comfy clothes / underwear? Because like losing and like not packing underwear, I mean, that's up there too. But I'm not gonna take it in my draft, but
All right, back to back, Dom.
back to back. I know I don't even Jim, as long as I've known you, I don't think I've ever seen you on a road trip wearing this. But I think it's essential for like everybody, and I know Mason has a pair. Give me sunglasses.
Great pick.
Jimmy,
Tom,
you
I
wear
was-
them
I
at
had
times,
that.
but sunglasses, wintertime vacay, summertime vacay, you need them. Traveling, driving, You're at the beach,
Look at Chim.
whatever it
No.
is, golfing.
I don't
Jim,
wear sunglasses.
You
I-
wore them. You wore sunglasses at the invite, and you loved them. And you got so many compliments about
Mace,
them.
please agree that's a high pick.
Yeah, that's like once in a blue moon. I don't wear them often though. No,
But you could.
I could. Yeah, you could also get a GPS. Need to know where
I
to go.
actually just have a great sense of direction, internal compass.
Oh yeah, okay, Mace.
Back to back for me. I went phone charger. I went sunglasses. Another thing that is a must that I have forgotten it before. One trip to Toronto, maybe two. Not a good feeling. Your wallet, boys.
I just feel like that's such a given. Like
But dude, people know me. I'm forgetful. I'm like my dad. You need it though, Chim. You need it. Credit cards, ID, like you need it.
You almost don't need it anymore, other than the driver's license part.
Fair. ID kills me because I was like going out now. Yeah, I just wanted to take it because I don't know if it would have came back to me. Probably would have, but I was the back to back picks always freak me out because I don't get enough time to think of the next one. But I'll take wallet.
I'm gonna take snacks. Oh,
Yeah, that's
I need snacks on a road trip. What are you talking about?
That's a great pick, Jim.
Thanks, Mace.
Chim. That is.
I was gonna go a specific snack myself, but
What's your specific snack?
beef jerky.
Oh yeah.
I'm a
Great
chip
road
guy on the
trip.
road though.
Okay, I'm going to take. Let me go with a drink / water bottle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Well, you purposely put the drink in there, eh? Like the drink
Well,
/
I don't know, like maybe you want a Gatorade.
I'm thinking something else. Like
No.
a Java. A Java?
A coffee.
Oh, maybe a coffee, maybe a tea.
Like you think I went that way? No, Java. But
Yeah.
we'll give you that as part of the drink category.
And then I will close this off. I might be dating myself a little bit, but a Nintendo. I don't want to say like Game Boy or DS or Switch because but a Nintendo is essential for a road trip.
It was. It really was back in the day.
You guys don't have a Nintendo anymore?
I know. I haven't had one.
No. I used to rock Pokemon, FIFA, all those games, but not anymore. Not anymore.
That might have lost me the draft then.
No, it's
Well,
a good pick.
Well,
but
if we were drafting when we were like 10, then
10,
it'd be
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It's a great pick. But we're
Is it me now?
We're
It is me, eh?
24. Tom, you do it on
I'm
purpose
30.
now. It's me, man.
I know. Go ahead. Don't take this one though.
Okay, so
Don't take it. Don't take it. Don't take it.
it's not it's maybe not something that you pack, but it's necessary. Is a full tank of gas.
Oh, that wasn't my pick, but that's a good one, Chim. You know I like a good full tank of gas before leaving. That's
You gotta
a
load
good.
up. You gotta load up.
And what else you loading up? Washer fluid. Load it up.
Load it up. Load it up.
Chim, you're the best, dude. That's a good pick.
Thank you.
The Chim flu game. Here's my last pick. It is me now, right?
Yes.
Just because again, I'm like a forgetful guy. I always forget to pack these. You're in and around the hotel, you're out at the beach, slippers. You need slippers for around the room to
Flippers,
room.
Yeah.
You're going from the
flip-flops, yeah.
flip-flop.
You're not going barefoot. You're not going
Birks,
barefoot.
I've done it. I've done barefoot. Birks.
I know.
Birks,
Yeah.
slippers, whatever you want
Yeah.
to put on the graphic. Thank you.
Great. Honorable mentions.
Sunscreen for me. I hate forgetting sunscreen if I'm going somewhere hot. That is an L. That's an L for me. That was probably my only one. I don't know if you guys got any.
The one I was thinking about was just because we live in Sudbury in both ways. If you leave to Ottawa or you leave to Toronto, especially if you're traveling in a group, there's a Timmy's on both ways out. Always stop at Timmy's. You want a coffee? You want a bagel
yeah.
before we go? That's
Jim, this is another good one because I've roomed with you before. Toiletry bag. Like,
yeah, that's a miss. Yeah,
like late at
there's
night,
no
you
worse
want to
feeling
you
than
want to
forgetting
brush
that.
the jibs and you have no toothpaste. Like
Yeah.
not even like your roommate's got it. Like and
Yeah.
then you're going down to the lobby and yeah. What a great
What about
4-pack.
gum, mint,
Oh,
mints?
Yeah, I don't know why I said
that's
wallet.
better
What
than
a-
Nintendo, Mace.
and my wallet pick. But hey, I got a few. The sunglasses and charger might get me a lot of
That
votes. So
charger's a good one. Yeah.
yeah. Well, that's gonna do it, eh?
Is that it?
I can't
Anything
like
else?
Pillow is such a nice road trip.
Yes, it is. That's a great pick, Mace.
Unless you're in a
Gee-
2-person car, you're right, Jim, for sure.
I
Backseat
just
they're-
like
to
snapping.
lock.
I don't really fall asleep
Even
on
just
the
to put
road.
your head up against the,
And you can still snap it.
you can still snap it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Bus trips back to Cap back in the day and my Telus Cup run. It was nice.
No, for sure, Tom.
Yeah.
Oh, lip chap.
Yep.
See, I'm not a lip chap guy, but if you're a lip, I'm
Dude,
assuming-
I think the biggest hot take is you not being a sunglasses guy.
Have you ever had a nice pair of sunglasses, Jim?
Like I drive sometimes in like the
Hugo
fog
Boss
with.
ones. I never wear 'em. I
Mace,
I
isn't
don't
that
like
insane,
it on.
though?
I don't like. I never worn like
You have really good eyes then, dude.
glasses on
Because
my
like I'll
face.
drive sometimes with sunglasses like when it's foggy.
Yeah. No, it's just not my.
Mace is giving me the yes. I think he's the same as me. but
Yeah,
What about a
anyways.
golf bag?
that's
Just
good.
You're going somewhere to golf.
A wintertime item, the brush and scraper.
Oh yeah, that's and gloves, winter gloves. You
Winter
can't forget
gloves are a huge thing. A spare tire.
Yeah, you
washer
should
fluid
have
on the
it.
side. Look at us just ripping off 4-packs now.
The portable air pump. I don't know if you guys have one of those in your car. I do.
Yeah. Yeah. Huge.
No.
Okay. Well, Tom went with phone chargers, sunglasses, wallet, slippers. I went with GPS app on phone, comfy clothes, snacks, and a full tank of gas. Mason went with headphones, pillow, drink / water bottle, and Nintendo game. And that is the 4-pack on to We Missed It. This is back a couple episodes now. We said that Danny Caddick was our first
Thank you, Jim.
guest from Timmins, and we absolutely blew it. JP Rains was our first guest from Timmins, Ontario, the guy that literally helped us start the podcast, and we did not remember that. So that was a huge miss on our part. So
A lot of NFL signings lately. Mace, you're the NFL insider here. Everyone's going everywhere.
A lot of running
Shaquan
backs.
Barkley going to the Eagles. That's scary. That is scary.
And
So, like,
the NCAA March Madness selection Sunday is coming up.
Yes. Yes.
so excited.
Yes.
It's gonna be electric.
That Friday at the Den, Wolves, Oshawa. I can't wait.
Huge.
Must win.
Someone say massive.
Mace, are you coming?
No.
All right, folks. Well, that'll do it right there for week 150 of Behind the Bench. Thanks to Andre Anania again for coming on, and all our sponsors, everybody else. We love y'all, and we will chat soon. See you for 151.